Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'd like to welcome newcomers. I've seen we've had a couple. Today I wanted to talk to you about talking and educating people on bird care without being rude about it, especially new bird owners, because in my opinion, if you come at someone hard about things that they're doing that may not quite be right about their birds, they're not going to listen. They're just going to immediately be offended and they're not going to care what you have to say. So the best way to talk to someone about their birds is to say, hey, I don't know everything and I'm not trying to be rude, but I just wanted to let you know that this may not be right, or you may want to look into this and do something that may benefit your bird a little bit more. I went to a very small get together, 10 people or less, there might have been 12 people, and they had a new bird, and I could kind of tell that I don't know whether or not they had had birds before, but the issue that I saw when I went in is they had a little parakeet. I mean, it was like this big, super tiny, nowhere near a year old. They were feeding it a primarily seed diet, like it was all seeds. So I informed them that it's very dangerous for your birds to only eat seeds, and that, he's licking my finger. It feels so weird, but it's also so cute. That it can hurt your birds and cause fatty liver disease. I also told them about the frying pans, like your non-stick pans, and no alcohols or avocados. A HEPA filter would be great because we do not smoke in my house, but the people were smokers, and I let them know how dangerous it is for their bird. I'm sure the bird was breathing heavily, partly because I'm sure it was just stressed. There were, some children running around it, so I think it was just really nervous. But also on top of that, the cigarette smoke. The bird was breathing kind of hard. So I just let them know about the HEPA filter for that reason, to let them know that there are steps that you can take to, I'm not telling you you're not allowed to smoke in your house. You can't tell people that. But telling them, a great alternative to give them some fresh air would be to put a HEPA filter in your house. Now, is that going to filter everything? Probably not. So, and they're not going to want to go outside every single time they want to smoke. My biggest suggestion was you shouldn't smoke around your bird. But I can't say you're not allowed to smoke around your bird. You're not allowed to smoke in your house, because that would have been rude, and that would have made them not want to listen to me at all. So another thing that I want to make very clear is I am not a professional. I only speak from my own research that I do and from my experiences with my own birds. I have had these guys for several years. Well, Tilly and Ash are new, but Sammy and Wasabi are not. I got Sammy first, I got Wasabi second, and then I got Ash and Tilly. I love them all, and I cannot wait to add more to my flock, but I don't know everything. So something else I kind of wanted to talk about with Quakers is the bobbing. Mine don't bob all the time. I know, you've got to leave my ear alone. That's me. That's part of me. The bobbing. They don't do it all the time. Wasabi rarely bobs unless he's bobbing for Ash, and Ash doesn't bob unless he wants Wasabi to regurgitate for him. Oh. Did you really have to do that right now? Was that at all necessary? There's a whole cage over there that you can poop on. Anyway, Tilly only bobs very rarely. I don't rarely ever see Tilly do bobbing. Sammy bobs when my husband or a stranger or another male is in the room. She does not like men. She does it, and she gets very territorial when she's doing it, and she bobs really, really hard. Tilly only does it. You want to shake your head at me? Yeah? 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 Shake it. You gonna do it? You gonna do it? Come on. So he only does it if you shake your head at him, so you tell him yes, and he will bob. But and he does that when he's mad, like when he thinks you're gonna do something to him that he doesn't want. But bobbing is a normal thing for Quakers. Mine did it more so when they were babies and they were asking for food or to be hand fed before I weaned them. Like I said, Wasabi only does it for Ash. Ash only does it for Wasabi. Or if he gets really excited, he might do it. And Sammy gets very, very territorial and very aggressive when she starts to bob. So she will lunge or do anything she can to try to get you. She's been known to fly at my husband or my daughter's boyfriend. She actually left a mark on my daughter's boyfriend's neck that was pretty bad. She didn't draw blood, but you could see that it had brought blood up to the top of the skin. And then my husband, she's attacked him on multiple occasions because she doesn't like men. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base on the bobbing. It is normal, and some people are gonna be like, my birds do it all the time. And that's okay, that's your bird. Not everybody's birds are the same. Just like people, they have their own personalities and their own differences. And like Tilly will sit and watch me talk all day. They could give a rat's behind what I have to say. They don't care at all. Sammy might occasionally pay attention to what I'm saying, but she's usually got her foot up begging for me to pick her up. So what do you want? You can't have my lip skin. I'll deal with it later. I will do a lip scrub. Don't judge me. So I just wanted to cover bobbing. I had someone bring it up the other day, and my birds didn't do it a lot before. And like I said, they really don't now. But Sammy does if she's mad. And you can tell when she's mad, frustrated, ticked off, however you want to word it, you know when she's upset. Okay, so some things that are okay are cast iron skillets. They are okay for your birds. They do not put off anything toxic. So that's an okay thing. Non-stick pans are bad. You do not want to use a non-stick pan in your house, just like you don't want to use harsh cleaners, candle wax, essential oils. The ionizer on my HEPA filter, I do have a HEPA filter in here at all times. It is on the off position. I read that it can emit some sort of, I don't know, I guess the ionizer is just bad for your birds. So alcohol, avocados, uncooked beans, chocolate, caffeine, shellfish, uncooked meats, apple seeds, really pits, seeds, stuff like that in your fruits. You really kind of want to take those out. I'm not sure about kiwi. I think it's okay. I mean, kiwi is pretty much seeds. You may want to look into that. No onion, mushroom, sugary foods, greasy foods, or carbonated beverages. They're all bad, all of that. I am guilty when I first got Sammy and Wasabi when they were younger of anytime we would eat chips or french fries, they would squawk. So I would take off a little piece and just give them a tiny piece. We don't do that anymore. They don't really see us eat anymore, so they have no reason to scream or holler at us. So that is something that was bad that we stopped doing. Good things for your birds. Your bird should not be on a seed and nut diet. It is so bad for your birds. It can cause fatty liver disease, which can kill them. So my biggest suggestion would be pellets, and you can try any pellets. I use KT or Supreme pellets, and I get the fruit blend. They don't seem to like the veggie blend. They don't even like the what are you doing? They don't even like the green fruit blend in the thing. Hi, Sabi. Fruits and stuff that are good for your birds are mangoes, kiwi, papaya, melon, berries, blackberries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, grapes, bananas, apples, apricots, watermelon, peaches, pears. Those are good fruits for your birds. There are many more. You can look up safe fruit list or safe food list for your birds. Something else is eggs, 100% whole grain bread, 100% whole grain noodles, cooked beans, nuts like almonds, pecans, walnuts, pistachios, cashews, in moderation. They can have these things, but they need them in small amounts. Cheerios, Sammy loves a good Cheerio, and I keep a small container. It's a cashew container. It's just regular Cheerios. I don't give them to them all the time. They only get them sometimes. Good vegetables are like carrots, sweet potatoes, leafy greens, peppers, and that includes hot peppers, green beans, cauliflower, sweet peas, zucchini, sugar snap peas, squash, pumpkin, corn, broccoli, and kale. There are more. I did not write them all down. My brain sucks and I don't remember things really well, so I have a giant list behind you guys actually, that I am reading off of. I like to try to make sure that I know what I'm talking about before I say it, but sometimes in the middle of speaking, you can say things that don't kind of make sense. And you're gonna wanna make sure that you look into it. Today I made them their fresh food and none of them seem interested in it. Tilly went right over to it and ate first, which attracted the other ones. It's on a plate, so they're a little afraid of the plate. Normally I put it in their little silver bowls, but Tilly doesn't have, well, I guess I could have put it in one of the little plastic ones, but the metal bowls are better than plastic, and the bacteria that can get into the scratches in the plastic is not safe for your bird. So I think that I've covered most of what I wanted to talk about today. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You guys have a great day.